The definitive method to enjoy the Nahabino story will soon be Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, which retains the essence of the original while adding new elements to the setting and plot. The next Atlas game features new places, extra demons, improved visuals, and a whole new story and character. Recently, Screen Rant spent a few hours playing the game to see the most significant updates. As with the variations in releases such as Persona 5 Royal, Vengeance expands on the groundwork that was created in the first SMT franchise entry. Gamers will have the option to either the original plot or the new Vengeance path, which includes Yoko Hiramine as a character. With the exception of the Switch, the game now runs at a gorgeous 60 frames per second, showcasing the intricate features of Dayat and its monsters. Two distinct hour-long segments, one from the beginning of the game and the other from the middle of the new tale, made up the title's preview. The group encountered Yoko, a new character, during a demon onslaught in Dayat, as she was introduced to them in the teaser. The enigmatic pupil, a senior at St. Marina Academy, is called a saint because of her skill with magic. Though there is obviously a lot more to the character's past than was shown in the teaser, glimpses of her desire for vengeance became apparent very quickly, especially following a moment in which she remarks nonchalantly that the bullies who harass fellow student Sahori need to be slain. In Vengeance, there are more characters besides Yoko, including the Kadistu, who are the major antagonists. The gang, also known as the Goddesses of Vengeance, consists of the servant Glaciolabalas, the leader Lilith, Naoma, Aishitsanunim, Agrit Batmalet, and Naoma. They are the major characters in the new plot. The second part of the sample delves a little farther into an examination of the Wicked Group's objectives in Dayat. However, the relationship between the goddesses, Yoko, and the protagonist isn't quite evident just yet. A clearer picture of the character dynamics was provided by the majority of the preview's first section, which was cutscene focused. The story started with the main character getting accepted into the Bethel organization and discovering that years earlier, demons had destroyed the real Tokyo, which led to God creating an exact replica. After that, it went into further detail on the bullies who were torturing Sahori, leading to a rooftop discussion with Tao and Yoko about potentially stepping in to help. The first half ended with a brawl against Glaciolabalas and Naoma at the train station. Glaciolabalas was known for her seductive ways and exploited them to win over party members. The second part of the preview, which took place in the Shinjuku Ward, a completely new Doat neighborhood included in Vengeance, was far more focused on battle and exploration. This area, which is lush and mountainous, was the home of various demons from past games that players may be familiar with, like Gogmagog and Cherubim. As part of their Kadistu inquiry, the party had traveled there and once saw Shoei Yakumo and Yuwa, who were also on their way there. There, the gang had to battle waves of angels who thought they were intruders, even though they begged them not to. Fans of the original Shin Megami Tensei will recognize a lot of the battle systems in Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance because they are mostly unchanged. In turn-based combat, players will battle opponents, taking advantage of their many weaknesses as they try to fill the Magotsui gauge to unleash special moves. Now, though, allied demons will be able to set themselves apart from one another with passive skills that grant benefits like increased crit damage for specific demon races. A new auto-battling system, which helps make minor engagements go by faster and feel less monotonous, is one of the major enhancements to combat. An innovative feature that changes the game is the option to save anywhere and at any time, even outside of battles. Although one may argue that this update lessens the game's stress and complexity, it's difficult not to see it as a generally beneficial addition. In the best manner possible, this preview, for the most part, left more questions about Vengeance than it did answers. The new storyline's teaser portions are undoubtedly part of a much larger picture, and it's fascinating how mysterious both Yoko and the Kadistu are. When the preview concluded, there was still a good deal of the Shinjuku Ward to explore, and with the addition of 40 demons, there were still a lot of new adversaries to face. The SMT series celebrated its 35th anniversary in 2022, and it seems like a wonderful direction for the franchise that this initial release coincides with such a significant milestone. The game's deadly adversaries and narrative beats feel more devastating thanks to the improved graphics and soundtrack, and the extended story adds even more depth to the already rich backstory. When Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance launches this summer, it appears to have something to offer everyone, regardless of experience level.